Okay, so initial screen. Okay. So I was still explaining about like the lot size calculator thing. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. So yeah, I was still explaining about the lot size calculator thing. So yeah, let's say you have an account balance of, you can also change it to ZAR, I think. 8. Okay. Yeah, you can change it to ZAR if you guys are funded in ZAR. And then let's say you have an account balance of what, 5,000 rands, right? And then your risk, let's just say you were risking 10% per trade. So if your stop loss was 200 pips, and then
Uh,
you only risk.
try to also show like on trading view, you can just open a random trade and then copy there so that people can like understand like more.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So let's just say I took a trade which was good to like 1 hour. So let's just say I wanted to take my trade. I wanted to take my trade maybe like here, right?
Right.
So if let's just do this. So what you look at is you look at the stop loss pips. So here my stop loss pips is what, 281.52. So what you do is you come back here and then you say 281 point 52, right? 0.52. And then my risk is 10%, which basically means I'm risking 500 rand per trade. So this thing, like this website calculates the lot size for you. So the perfect lot size, if you're going to risk like 500 per trade, would be what, 0.994. Do you guys understand?
I think
Yeah.
the guy who asked about this, like how to calculate lot size, is he still here?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think
I
yeah,
think it's somewhere. Yeah, I think it's somewhere. So we
now
have another question. Yeah, he says, oh no, yeah, he is. He says he gets it. Yeah. So yeah, that's how you calculate lot size. So make sure like your risk is fixed. So if you were planning on taking 10% per trade, like you have to keep on with that risk so that maybe you don't lose, like if maybe first trade you risk 500, next trade you have to do the same thing and all the other trades, because it gives you like it makes your risk to reward to actually make sense. So if let's just say, so if someone was risking like 500, the first trade I risked 500 and then the next trade I risked 300, like if the trade, even if the trade was a winner, like it would be hard for me to actually what make recover like my profits. Like yeah, like it wouldn't make sense in terms of like the risk side of things, because it means I don't have, just because I don't have like a consistent risk amount. Yeah. So I think, bro, you can add on, you can talk about like the psychology part of like of things. So let
but
me
I think
just
you
stop shit.
you like you covered like most of the things
Most of the things.
terms of psychology. But then one thing I know is that most traders fall under like when it comes to like psychology and fear when they're trading, they fall under like the four common fears, which is like fear of being wrong, fear of missing out, which is the most common, like FOMO, or fear of leaving money on the table, and fear of like losing money. So most traders, I feel like they experience this.
Yeah.
And the most common one is like FOMO. Just like what you said before, you were saying that you like when you analyze and then you see that this is where you have to buy, you must wait for the market to come to your area. You don't just wake up at 3 a.m. and then you buy. If you analyze and then you see a support and you plan that this is where you are looking to buy, wait for the market to come to that support. Do not fall under FOMO thinking that the market will leave you. Yes, it might leave you, but then that's not where you were planning to buy. So stick to your plan. Trade your plan rather than trading like using your emotions and stuff. It's easier said than done, I know, but then most people like they fall under this thing of FOMO, taking trades which are not yet like fully developed.
No, I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Any more questions?
Yeah, if you have a question, you can just unmute or you can just send a chat there and then we'll read it out. And in the meantime, let me just share like GBP, JPY, and then let's see what's happening there. Yeah, if you have a question, just send it on the chat and then I'll talk about it. See one question there. Yeah, bro, you can you while I'm loading this up, just check the questions and then see.
Okay. So it's like, how do you guys trade all-time highs, like with gold? So I usually we don't trade gold, bro. Like the only pairs that we trade, like the only assets that we trade is USDT and also GBP JPY. Remember, you only like I prefer trading the things that I actually have data on, like which I've actually back tested. So I've never really had like a full like backtesting journal on gold. It was usually me backtesting it for maybe like 2 months, 3 months. But with USDT, I have like over like 5 years worth of of data.
And then another thing when you said how do you trade like gold, like things such as all-time high? What do you mean? Okay, let's just look at GBP JPY here. So like ever since, okay, we're on the daily time frame. Like when you analyze, you always have to do top-down analysis. Why do you have to do top-down analysis? To like see like the overall momentum in the market. You want to see who's currently in control of the market. Are bulls in control? Are bears in control? Are buyers in control of the market? Or are sellers in currently in control of the market? So if you manage to spot that buyers are currently in control, you want to be looking for buying opportunities. And if you spot that sellers are in control, you want to be looking for selling opportunities. Because at the end of the day, you want to trade with a trend. You don't want to be trading against the trend. Understand? Because me and you guys, we're just retail traders. We are not like institutions or banks. We cannot move the market. You don't have enough financial power to move the market. Only institutions or banks or people who have very big, large funds can move the market. So you and me, we are just retail traders. We just analyze using technical analysis and spot patterns which will give us like an opportunities in the market. That's all we can do. And then we find ourselves in a losing trade if buyers come, or we find ourselves in a winning trade if sellers come. That's how it is. So in this case, if we look here in JPY, overall, buyers were in control. Of course, the market doesn't move in a straight line. It impulses and retraces. It retraces, impulse, retrace, impulse. So in this case, you can see an impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement. So if you can spot that here, buyers are in control, you want to be looking for buying opportunities. And where do you look for buying opportunities? You look for buying opportunities when the market retraces in the opposite direction. So you want to be buying when the market retraces and then hoping on the upward trend. And then you buy when it retraces, just like that, until the trend changes. So here you can see buyers were in control, but then something started to happen here. When was it? It was like 11 July. The market started to crash. If you guys follow like fundamentals, I think it was that I think you are the one who knows more about this story. The Warren Buffett
Yes,
thing.
yeah. So Warren Buffett sold 310 million of his Apple shares, which caused the market to like dip.
So this is what happened here. So you can see that the market overall were in a push up. And then something happened here. The market started to drop down.
Mm.
So yeah, this was like last week or something. Yeah, last of last week. Last of last week, yeah, I think. Yeah, so GBP JPY here, it was just crashing. In this case, it was very hard for like most people to trade because when the market is crashing this way, like you don't get clear retracement. The market is just pushing down and down. It's hard for you to get like opportunities in this case. Other than unless if you are someone who trades under form, can just sell anywhere. But then here, personally, I was not like seeing any opportunities. So okay, let's go like to the 4 hour time frame. Okay. Uh So yeah, the market was just crashing, guys, like crashing, crashing, crashing. But then at the back of my mind, I know that okay, overall the market like was bullish. This is just like temporal drop. And then yeah, wait, let me just fast forward this. Yeah, and then here on like on the 5th of August, that's when buyers started to come in now. This crash, I think it was over. That is where buyers started to come in. So people who understand trend lines, who trade trend lines, here you can start to see like uh the market started to give us like this upward trend line, confirming that buyers are now starting to come in the market. And there's a possibility that we regain something like this again, and then we start to push up.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
can see the
manage to,
pattern.
sorry, someone
I
saying
can see
something.
the pattern.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, so if you're someone who like trade trend lines, uptrends, yeah, so you will have
Ah,
spotted this uptrend. And
okay.
then also we can spot,
Can I ask you something, bro?
yeah, yeah. Sure.
When you're a swing trader, is it important like to check the 15-minute to 1 minute time frame? Because
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
analyze on the weekly and then I execute on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame.
Uh,
If I
yeah, that's
see
a very
confirmation.
yeah, that's a very good question because yeah, okay, let's say you are a swing trader and it's someone who holds trade
Yeah,
for like long period of time, maybe for 3 days or a week in most cases.
yeah.
So obviously you will be playing around in the weekly, daily, 4 hour, all the way
Ah,
to the 1 hour. So I don't think like an 15-minute time frame is much more important to you unless you are a scalper. Scalpers, they are the ones who like love lower time frames, like 15 all the way to like 1 second. So I don't think like if you're
but
a swing
isn't it
trader,
because
sorry.
the market forms patterns in
Hmm.
like the 15-minute time frame or like 5 minute time frame? Isn't that like important for you, like to check the overall trend of the market, like in the future? Or
The overall trend with the 15-minute.
yeah,
Nah, the overall trend you can like check it with the bigger time frames. You can't 15 minutes, you'll just be confused. Just like what you said, you'll see a lot of
Okay.
patterns in the lower time
Yeah.
frames. But then the
Yeah.
overall one, see it like in the higher time frames. Like the lower
Okay.
time
Thanks.
frames have a lot of noise.
Oh, yeah. But it's true though. Lower time frames have a lot of noise.
Yeah, it has a lot of noise and you'll be so confused. Even candlestick, I don't know if you know about candlestick patterns, like your bullish candlesticks, bearish
Yeah.
candlesticks, inside
Pollution
bars.
Gulf.
Exactly. If you
Yeah.
go to the lower time frames, you'll see a lot of them, but then they don't really mean anything in the lower time frames. You'll see
Okay.
like
Yeah. Okay.
a morning star in the lower time frames, but then the market will not even respect it. But then when you go to
In
the
the,
higher time frames, that's when you'll see that a morning star is respected and an evening star is respected there. So yeah,
okay.
small time frames are very noisy, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. That helped me a lot.
Okay, and then we spot this level. All right, now we see that okay, the market is starting to push up. And then buyers are starting to come in the market. So if you see in this case, obviously you have to be looking for buying opportunities because you want to be trading with the trend rather than against it. So let's just see what happens here. Let me just extend this. Also,
There's a strong support.
yeah, it's a strong support. Okay, right now it is acting as a resistance because the market is below it. So it will become a
It's
support once the market breaks it.
yeah. 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 Okay.
So we get a break. Now the market is above this level. So this level changes from being a resistance. Yeah, it was a resistance. Now it will be acting as a support.
Support.
And you know what you
Because
want
it's
to do. You don't, yeah, because now the market is above it. So you want to be buying at a support and selling at a resistance, not the opposite, right? So in this
that makes
case,
sense.
this is what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And then if we check here on the left, let's find an area where we can put our TP. I
Take
normally
one.
go for 1:2. I don't go for like 1:2. Okay, I know for swing traders, yeah, you guys have like a bigger risk to
Yeah.
reward. But then for me, I
Yeah.
normally go for like 1:2.
Do you enter a big lot size or do you like enter a 0.01?
Oh, lot size, it will depend on your risk tolerance and your account
Okay.
size. So
In the
for
account?
me, because I trade with prop firms like FTMO, so my account size
Yeah.
is like 100K. So I'll be risking 1% per trade. So that will also depend. Let's say, okay, let me just give you an example in this case. Can you guys, okay, I'll share my the calculator thing right now. So your lot size will be determined by your account size and also your like where you are putting your stop loss. So in this case, let's say I want to calculate how much the lot size in this case based
Yeah.
on this trade. Let me share this. So I'll share again. All right. So in this case, this is how I'm going to calculate my lot size. I'll copy the entry price and then I'll come here on this calculator and then opening price. I'll just paste it here. Yeah, this is where you write your account size, just like what I said. So if you are
Okay.
trading with in this case, we're
Prop.
using dollars. Let's say, okay, let's say you are trading with rands. With rands,
Okay.
you have to change it here. And then let's say you are trading with 10K account. Okay, here you put your opening price. And then you go back here, you copy this, your stop loss price, and then you paste it here. And then this will be based on your risk tolerance. Some people, they are fine with losing 2% per trade, some losing all the way to 5%. So this will be based on the type of trader you are. But then I recommend, if you are someone who's new, I recommend to play between 1 to like 5%. So let's say you are risking 1% based on your 10K account. So this, when you calculate, I'm making a mistake somewhere. Oh, yeah. So if you are risking 1% based on your 10K account, this is the lot size which you'll be trading. Now, I think I'm making a mistake somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
so it's like the ZAR to USD price conversion is not right somewhere there. Or try using like a risk percent, because since it's a ZAR account, try using a risk like percentage of like 5% at least. Because USD with USD, since USD is like volatile, I doubt you trade it like with a, you can't risk like 100%. The conversion price, that to USD
Yes, for
price.
me,
Yeah.
USD. What thing doing? No, it's not USD, it's GBP JPY. That's why.
Oh yeah, it's GBP JPY.
GBP JPY. Used to USD JPY. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, let's just do it again. Let's say we're using the then 10K account opening price. Opening price, paste it here. Then you copy this. Just confirm you. Yeah, so it will be like one lot size, I think.
That's 0.01, not units.
Oh, 0.01, yeah. 0.01. This one, 0.01. So yeah, that's how you calculate your lot size using this website. So okay, let's just continue and see. Okay, and then we get triggered in this case. I'm showing this case here, and then we get triggered out. Seems like the market didn't necessarily respect the support. It happens when you take a loss like this, you just have to accept it, then move on. On 4, on 12. Got in. Right? Seems like now the market is respecting this support. Let's just see what happens. So if price breaks here, like that's when I'll be willing to move my stop loss all the way here to break even. Fine. All right. Yeah, so ended up getting a huge push. So the reason, guys, I didn't put my stop loss like here, like some of you guys were gonna put your stop loss here. Yes, you'll have a like a higher risk to reward, like 4.9. But then if you look here, like on your left, there is this level which took us out before, like previously. No, it was here. But then there is this level which you have to put into consideration because the market can still come and retest it. So it's safer to put your stop loss here, even though it will affect your risk to reward. But then it's safer putting it here than here, trying to get a higher risk to reward. So yeah, this is basically what happened. I think this is where we are right now. Yeah, this is where we are right now. So right now I'm looking at this level. I'm looking at this level. If price will respect it. And again, also considering these lows. So it's either price can come and retest it and then we push up like in the next coming days. But then overall, like I'm bullish because I can see like overall the market now, buyers are now in control. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do we have like questions here? Uh, how much did the 100K account cost you and how could you recommend? Uh, so 100K account, it cost like around, back then it was how much? Now I think it's 11K in rents,
Uh,
100K account. Yeah, now I think it's 11K in rents. But then, bro, if you are new to like prop firms, don't start with 100K account. Start with like something small, like 5K or 10K. See, then how
yeah,
do
because
you
the
guys manage? You were saying something?
now I was saying that there are pro firms that offer like actually like that you can get like a 5K account, I think for like around like 600. So I think you can start with that and see how well you perform. And then from there you can scale up to maybe you can
Yeah, I
go
can
from
scale up.
5K to like 25K account to 100K account.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then another question is, how do you guys manage your finances after making withdrawals? So, hey, bro, I'm not like financial advice, but then this will come with experience. Just don't do stupid things, bro. Like, don't like make sure like when you withdraw, don't have that mindset like uh next let me just spend everything this weekend. Next week I'm going to make money in the market. No, it doesn't work that way because one thing you have to know that the market doesn't owe you money. So when you withdraw, make sure that your withdrawals and the money which you withdraw, you can live off it until your next withdrawal. Meaning you don't want to spend it in one day because you have that mindset. Next week I'm going to make money. You don't know what will happen next week. Next week can be a losing week. Next week can be you can be in a losing streak. So you have to be like smart with your money. Make sure that you reinvest, you save. Like in most cases, I'll recommend you to reinvest in yourself. Rather get a gym membership, or just increase your knowledge, bro. If you want to spend it,
That's
but
of
then
course.
don't do like like stupid things, going to clubs and stuff. Nah, that will not give you any benefits in the future. Yeah, so this is pretty much it, guys. Currently, GBP JPY is here, and then we'll see next week, what will happen. But then overall, I'm still bullish. We'll see where we'll get our next buying opportunities. If you are inside our Telegram, of course, like we'll try to update you guys if we see something. Then overall, thank you guys for joining. I think we can like end it here, bro.
You know.
I don't think, yeah, all right, there's no questions.
Have a great day, gents. Have a great night.